Hello everyone and welcome to the Speed Race STC Ultimate Ascension. I'm here commentating a great match today, Arcie versus Altensee. You know, two OGs of Speed Race, especially Arcie. Um, yeah, we're looking at a decent match today. Obviously, Altensee is pretty heavily favored, but you know, we can see what Arcie can do, especially with Altensee's, tournament inconsistency sometimes that, left him with an 11 seed in qualifiers, lost him a match, the STC Pro Championship Finals. Yeah, practice one here. I don't even know if Noah, got any practice there, and I'm not sure exactly what he was doing. If he was, switching his avatar, or no, I think he did. Sorry, I'm not sure exactly. I just know I didn't quite see him finish a run. Arcie was able to get some finished runs, and however did stop before the end zone just to get as much practice as possible. Ooh, see, that's the tournament inconsistency that I was talking about there from Noah. I mean, bonking there, that is a very, very rookie mistake. I mean, I genuinely have never seen anyone of a high level make that mistake. I mean, not to dog on him, it's just kind of interesting. You know how tournament nerves can affect different people. Arcie, getting as much practice as possible here. I mean, smart strategy, especially as he is, the very heavy underdog coming into this match. Round one here, obviously. Noah definitely favored. However, if we can see inconsistencies like we saw in practice 2, I could definitely see Arcie taking the map. Arcie definitely starting with a bit of a ping disadvantage. Slow house strat there. It's going to be losing him already a lot of time. Yeah, he's going to be multiple times behind no Altensee. Probably a soup 20 time. Noah 19.8. Both of them a little bit slower than I expected, but obviously I'm not sure exactly what server this is. This is a Chicago, Illinois server, my home server, so Noah should be on about 80 ping if I had to guess, and Arcie, of course, being a Oceanic player, will be on relatively high ping. Like in the 200, 300 range. Ooh, Arcie fails the house strat already. Just not exactly great. But oh, both of them missed the first jump onto the bridge. Wow. That was very unexpected. I mean, both of them dying to literally the exact same jump in the exact same way. You know, less of a commonplace jump and fall. Round 3 here. Wow, Arcie hits the house strat this time. Maybe gain a little bit of time on Noah. Obviously, kind of hard to visualize as Noah does have a significant ping advantage. I don't know why Noah tends to join first. It seems like a lapse of judgment. I do assume, both these guys are very experienced in tournaments, so I'll ask if they're recording. However, I am under the assumption that both are recording. Round 4. Arcie, the new strat once again. Arcie cannot get the bridge jump down. That's going to be counting a 20-second time. That might put him out of Fuyu Village. Noah finishes in 19-7. Round 5 here. Noah likely taking Fuyu Village, however, you know, you never know what can happen if Arcie can pull out a monster 19-6 here with the Noah death. I mean, maybe it was enough. Arcie another, Altensee another 19-7. Arcie the 19-9 likely not going to be enough to take Fuyu Village. Practice one here for Cosmic Cliffside. Both of them finishing on skipless runs. I believe they're both doing skipless, you know, just a skipless match, which obviously probably advantageous for Arcie. You know, the less experienced skip player compared to Noah, former skip champion. Practice 2 here. Altensee does not have Cosmic Cliffside skipless world record, so this might be a chance for Arcie to take the lead in the match. Or tie up the match, I should say, however. You never know what can happen on Fuyu Village with touches. Arcie just finishing out second practice here. Just hoping to get as much practice as possible. Misses the end zone. Definitely don't want to be doing that in rounds, but we shall see here in round 1. No, I don't think we're doing practice 3 today. Well, let's do round 1. Ooh, Arcie taking a weird start line. I'm not sure if that was intentional, but loses a lot of time to Noah, who is on a great run here. Yeah, 15-3 from Noah. 15-6 from Arcie's not going to do it. I mean, that's all Noah needs to do is just get like 15-3s, decent runs with a variant A, skipless, used in former world record variant A. if he just gets solid times, 15-3s, 15-2s with that route, he should be a-okay to take Cosmic Cliffside unless Arcie kicks it up a notch here in practice in round 2. I believe that mistake. Ooh, Arcie, very weird death. I've never seen anyone die there in tournaments, so maybe, you know, obviously he's not expecting to be inconsistent at those sections, so, you know, where you've practiced least is where, you know, the mistakes are most likely to be made in those areas. We'll see in round 3 here. I mean, definitely now that Noah starts with 2 15-3s, he definitely needs to kick it up here. Oh, already a death. That's already counting a 15-6 with which a nice no Altensee 15-3 here will probably put it away. Yeah, 15-3 yet again. Staying consistent while Arcie cannot find any ground. Obviously not quite over for Arcie. Can still, you know, get, you know, with the original Steam strategy, you know, using 15-0 world record. I mean, that's definitely in play and would win him the map if executed well, but very difficult strat for a reason, especially with his avatar. I do expect if Arcie moves on here to be using a different avatar, as he may or may not have a method to obtain a meta Arthur avatar, as he is playing in what was meta in 2021, and that will do it for Arcie. Big mistake here will lead to a 16. Yes, 16-4 for Arcie. Noah, just yet again consistent. I don't really see him, you know, making mistakes on that road anytime soon. Round 5. Oh, Arcie. Not a single clean run up to his standards finished. Noah gets his worst run on the 5th as well. So Arcie will be finishing with a DNF average on Cosmic Cliffside. Definitely not ideal, both in terms of, you know, getting the actual time. No! Big mistake here on my end. Really, really dumb mistake. Thought it was on Tropical Dash, and let's AFK. Let's AFK, AFK. Yeah, my bad, guys, my bad. But, yeah, I mean, both mentality, you know, obviously counting DNF average is going to impact your score, but also will impact your mentality. You know, definitely not ideal. Especially on a map where, you know, maybe you weren't, like, expecting to win, but definitely expected to have a fighting chance. Practice 1 here. Arcie already faltering to odd mistakes. Definitely a bit shaken up by Cosmic. Noah Altensee finishes a 29-3. And if he just stays consistent with that kind of time throughout the match, he will likely take it. But if Arcie plays out of his mind, he's definitely a 29-3 capable player. Oh, that definitely did not hit end zone. Do remember, guys, that, you know, new policy is that, you know, if you touch the end zone but if you touch end zone but your run doesn't count because, you know, you hit the water, which is client-sided for the end zone, then you are eligible for retime. But Obviously, I mean, I don't even know if that end zone attempt from Arcie even hit the end zone before the water, so that would be ineligible. Arcie, the avatar doesn't really I don't know if it lets him steam up the first platform, so Noah will be gaining quite a decent amount of time there, just off the bat. Arcie's gonna have to combat this with consistency, which maybe a less consistent map than something like Cosmic Cliffside Skipless, but ooh, Altensee. I mean, I assume that hit the end zone, but you never know until we retime runs. So just keep in mind, guys, that DNFs might not be entirely accurate. We'll definitely let you guys know the results after this match is concluded. Round 1. Arcie's definitely gonna have to push his lines if he wants a chance on this map. Already being dragged down by a poor avatar, and another costly mistake there for Arcie. Noah just has to play decently. Just stay consistent. When he doesn't, he runs off. Very weird place to die. He takes the DNF. Obviously, Arcie is going to be finishing out this run, which likely beneficial, honestly. I mean, if Noah Altensee stays inconsistent, this, 41-second time may come to use for him. And he dies at the ending when you're on a 41-second run. I don't know why we're, full risking the ending, but who knows? Both of them take the DNF on that run. I mean, Arcie throwing a bit of, safety out the window, but as he says in chat, maybe hit the ending beforehand, so still, preferable to a standard DNF on this map. Arcie needs to clean up his beginnings to eliminate those kinds of DNFs. Definitely not something you want to be doing in a tournament match. I mean, the only DNFs that should be happening are, at the end zone. So anything before that will obviously be just due to, result of, nerves and just Arcie. Noah likely at the end zone, but yeah, I mean, obviously it'll go down as a DNF for now, but just keep that in mind that likely was a successful run. Round 3 here. Yeah, no, I mean, if he just stays consistent with these decent runs, probably 29 threes, I mean, that's all he needs to do, really. Definitely takes a much tighter ending than Arcie does. Arcie 29.5, though, I mean, honestly keeps up with Noah. Just 0.1 difference when there's probably more than 100 millisecond difference in ping, so. Round 4. Yeah, I mean, Noah's just pulling away here. Arcie, both combination of the avatar and just movement, isn't able to catch up to Noah Altensee's 29-3. Likely finishing it off at average, you know, assuming that that third run did finish. But in round 5, we'll see if he can lock in an IGT average just to ensure he has that comfort. And Arcie also locks in an IGT average, so should just go all out here for maybe even a 29-4 IGT. That doing wonders. Decent run here from Arcie. Definitely closer to Noah than past runs, but if he doesn't push this ending, it might all go to Vayne. Ooh, Arcie 29-5, so that'll improve his IGT average. Noah, ooh, takes the DNF, so IGT DNF for Noah, however, likely successful. However, I mean, do keep in mind that 2 of those deaths for Noah Altensee were, you know, legitimate DNF, so if that run, you know, maybe something happened to the recording or, you know, just didn't hit the end zone, well, you know, leave him with the DNF average, so. Alright, practice 1 here for Autumn. Noah again already favored Arcie, showing signs of inconsistency. Yeah, Noah already finishing his sub 25 run. Arcie, I mean, decent run here in, you know, post-death. You know, Arcie, you know, I mean, obviously kind of succumbing to the Nurzon maps like Cosmic Cliffside, but did have a bounce back on Tropical Island, Tropical Dash, so maybe he'll be riding that, you know, a little bit of momentum in, you know, where it was at least closer map than Cosmic Cliffside, so maybe he'll ride that wave onto Autumn Woodlands where Noah could again face some inconsistencies. Ooh, see, right there, Noah succumbing to death. Yeah, I mean, that was the exact same section that ended, you know, gave him an 11 seed in qualifiers, so he's never been a very consistent player at that section at all. Oh, going for the new line. Bit of a mistake there. Arcie's 25-2 will win the round. Round 1 here. Noah already making mistakes. Arcie's going to be in the lead here on round 1. Huge advantage can be taken by him here if he finishes this out nicely. I'm not even sure exactly what happened to Noah. I was kind of paying attention to Arcie. And a 25-1 to start for Arcie. Great start for him. Just what he needs. Now 25-4 for Noah. Definitely not ideal. However, I'm sure he will be able to make this up here in round 2. If Arcie can stay consistent with those 25-1 type runs, though, definitely in the conversation, especially when we count for ping timing. Nah, so Noah will be playing a little safer. 24-9. Arcie, a bit of a slow run this time, 25-3. And, you know, Noah's already almost made up that entire gap. And just, no, he has made up that entire gap, I believe. Right? Yeah. Right. Round 3 here. Oh, Arcie. Oh, Noah! Both of them deaths. Arcie gonna finish this one out 37-7. You know, obviously, it advantageous over DNF. Round 4 here. You know, neither of them can really afford to make any more mistakes. Obviously, Noah a bit more cushion if he does make a mistake than Arcie has. Obviously, 25-3 isn't a terrible run by any means. Arcie takes a death. Unfortunate ending for him there. But this may just be the beginning. Yeah, Arcie fails that section yet again. No, Altensee finishes another 24-second time. Oh, Arcie. Edge hitting. Just playing pretty inconsistently throughout. We'll finish this out. Yeah, unfortunate there for Arcie. I guess 25-3 isn't a terrible time to be counting, but we'll need a very, very clean run here from him to even have a chance. He does survive, but a little bit of a bonk. He's going to be... Oh! Arcie bonks in the factory section, leading to a death. That's really unfortunate for him. You know, starting out consistent, but consistency dropping throughout. Yeah, another death. Really unfortunate. He'll finish it out just to maybe improve his average a little bit. But it's already too slow to even improve his average, so... Just a bit of a formality as he takes another death. Did he buy 6 lives even? Just ensuring that he'd finish this race out. Yeah, very unfortunate there for Arcie, but Noah does finish with a 24-9. 24-9 average. Practice one here. Either of them going for a skip again. So obviously Noah again advantageous for movement. Arcie taking all the practice he can get here. Practice 1. Wow. Obviously, Arcie likely taking the loss in this match. I believe. No, I'm not sure if it's 100% locked in yet, but obviously, I mean, Arcie next match will, come stronger as a generous donor has offered him Robux to, in the near future, buy an Arthro meta avatar. So he'll be able to do steams better. He'll be able to take lines tighter. He'll be able to jump further, run faster, and just feel better all around mentality and playstyle wise. So that'll be very exciting, in his coming matches to see if that Arthur meta avatar does benefit him. I don't know. Are you telling me to shut up? If you don't want it, bro. DNF. Practice 2 here for Arcie, but we'll be seeing how it does here in round 1, map 5. I mean, Noah this is another map where, if you're playing skipless, Noah is extremely consistent on, so the inconsistencies from Arcie is unfortunate to see. I mean, Arcie keeping up with Noah. Oh, Noah falters. I thought that was going to be Arcie's. He took a very early jump there, but Noah's actually going to be taking a DNF here in round 1. I'm sure he's typing up a message. Oh, switches to Steampunk. I was mistaken. He's going to finish this one out. Likely won't end up mattering for his average. I don't really see him DNFing more times, but you never know what can happen. And then on map 5, you want to be certain. In this 57-1, it may end up mattering. And it's when you least expect, these 57-second runs. It's when you least expect them to matter that they do come out. And come on, not ya? Because you sometimes you think, man, if I would have just finished out that run and gotten a 57-second time, that would have won me the match here in map 5. But we'll see here in round 2 if Altensee can, clean up a couple of his inconsistencies. Obviously he did also die in practice 1. Arcie keeps scaring me at that jump. He takes it very, very early. And especially from my perspective, it just looks like he's going to fall down. By staying consistent with the 22.9, not the quickest run. Definitely wants to be speeding that up, especially once he gets an average locked in, but that is a-okay for right now. Round 3 here. And if I were Arcie, I'd honestly just start pushing my lines as soon as possible. I mean, I don't see him dying in the next 3 rounds, but Obviously, you may choose a safer strategy. No, Altensee faces another death. This is Arcie's prime chance to take this map. You know, Altensee, I mean, what was supposed to be a consistent map for him, he's starting with 2 deaths. Arcie locks in a decent average, so it's all on Noah. And Noah can't find anything. 22-9 DNF from Noah here. Obviously, Noah, very, very, very unexpected here. I mean, on the verge of counting a 57-second time on what should be one of the most consistent skipless maps. Will he be able to clutch it out? I mean, you never know. I mean, he is a risky player, so he might go for risky lines, regardless of, you know, if he's safe or not. We'll have to watch and see. He is pushing these lines, so not playing as safe as possible. Arcie takes a death. 22-6 for Noah. That's 1 down. Alright. Last round here. I mean, Noah not out of the hole yet. Still needs to finish this out cleanly if he wants a decent average that beats Arcie. Arcie, obviously, you know, 22-7 IGT will do him wonders just to, you know, maybe pump up his average if Noah, you know, slips up here just a tiny bit, gets a slow run. Oh, Arcie, he dies. So it's all on Noah here. All the pressure. Can he do it? And he delivers with another 22-6 IGT. Clutching that out. What? Oh my god. Yeah, GG's to both competitors. Great match there. I mean, especially at the ending, you know, I mean, you know, great clutch up there from Noah to secure the win. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you hopefully tomorrow for another match, but